In this video, we're just talking about groups, but it's basically allowing us to protect the geometry that we've drawn and keep everything else from sticking to it, because we're going to be drawing things like cabinetry right up against these walls. For example, if I were to draw a cabinet here, and this is just a basic 2D version of it, obviously, but if I draw something against it and decide I'd like to move it, it's creating stickiness. And the stickiness does have a purpose in SketchUp. It's not a bug or anything. It's the way it's supposed to be. But in this case, we don't want this. We don't want, if I were to select this and tap delete, now there's a hole in the floor. This can be prevented if I just group this and protect it. First up, I'm going to tap my select tool and triple click on this face or any of these edges, but the face is going to be the easiest to click on. So triple click, 1, 2, 3. And you should see everything light up. So the face is stippled, all of the edges are blue. If you just double click, you're only getting the face and the surrounding edges. But if you triple click, 1, 2, 3, you get all of the loose geometry that's connected. Now we can right click, make group. If you are on a Mac, there's a preset shortcut. It's going to be Command G, but everybody can right click, make group. And now when I click off of this and then click back onto it, you can see that all of the edges become blue and there is a bounding box. Now this bounding box is just showing us the outermost perimeter of the group. There's not actually edges here. When you click on this, these are not edges. It's just the boundary of the group. And that's going to become more apparent when we work in 3D. So now when I go to draw that same cabinet up against this group here, and I move it away, it's not sticking to it. So I can go like this, I can put it right over it, not sticking, because this has a protective wrapper or barrier around it. It is grouped together. And now if I select this guy and delete it, it's not cutting a hole in it. So if you're ever curious if something's a group or a component or loose geometry, you can check out Entity Info. We've done that in one past lesson so far. We're going to right click and choose Entity Info. And you do need to right click on a face or an edge. If you right click out here, it's going to give us a different context menu. So right click Entity Info, and we can see it says Group 1 in Model. If we were to draw something loose, it would say Face or Edge or Entities. But here we have Group. So that's what we're going for, is protected geometry. And we are going to edit this group, but I wanted to make sure that the first thing we did before we really start to develop this is to start building those different puzzle pieces as groups and components. I'm a strong proponent of a well-built model has no loose geometry. Everything is a part of at least one group or component wrapper, just because it's so important to protect things and it's going to give us greater control over our model. All right, so you should be able to select this and see Group and Entity Info, or see the blue bounding box, and that's a great start. In the next lesson, we're going to edit this group and push-pull it up and start working in 3D.